It was 4 years ago, so it was a long time ago. I think that by now I can tell you that it wasn't just something that we felt. It's facts that it's a fact that it's a really, really, really difficult world for our generation. Prices are going up. Pay is, becoming less. Our money buys less. So in Israel, we pay between something like 50% of our paycheck on housing. That means that there's no way to save up money. There's no way to kind of evolve as a young person in this country. So that was the reason why we started the protest movement. It started from a few tents, okay, on Rothschild Boulevard, and in a month and a half it became the largest protest movement in the history of the country. So 10% of the population of the country was on the street. Many people outside of Israel do not know that, but it happened. The idea was very practical: go and live on the street and save up money, and don't pay rent. And that's what we did. So in the first day already there were like 10 tents over there, and it just grew. We had, in peak time in the protest movement, there were 89% of the public was for the protest movement, and there were like 90 different tent cities around the country. A year after, in 2012, we tried doing the same thing, and a lot of us got arrested and beaten up. I got beaten up by like 10 police officers. They tried to say, yes, we'll build a committee, and in 6 weeks we'll give you all the solutions, which is, it's a lie, because power corrupts. Politicians, I don't know, it's like they are in an aquarium a lot of times, and they don't interact with the street. I think that there's much to be done. I think that in order to solve housing situation, you need to solve a lot of very, very various things, because some is rent, and some it's the mortgages, and some is the minimum wage, and some is the pensions. That means that everybody is really fragile, and I think that we need to rethink about society, because our society is built on debt, because somebody is getting more out of the fact that somebody gets less. So they know that outside of Israel, Israel is perceived like a very rich country with very rich people. But the truth is, we're talking about a 1%, and we almost don't have a middle class. Everybody's in debt. I think that this generation is a fixing generation. It's going to take us a long time. There's no magic solution. We need to rethink about economy. We need to rethink about, the meaning of government. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. I think it's going to take us some time. But we don't have a choice, do we? If we want to have a good life.